My, we didn't see this coming.
So amazing. Everyone, please welcome to the show, Ty Smith.
What is really on Folkios and Folkoramas? I'm Ty Smith, Modern Renaissance Man. Welcome to my channel, Modern Renaissance Man. If you are someone that's been subscribed to my channel for a long time, double check to make sure that you are. But if you are fairly new to the channel, get an idea of what this channel is about. What do? Go to my channel, click on playlist. All these different things I do on this channel. See all these different thumbnails? Those are all different categories of things that I do on this channel, from comedy to cooking to DIY when it comes to fixing cars. There's a lot of things I do on this channel. So check the channel out in its entirety before you subscribe. I'm pretty sure you'll find something on here that you like. What's going on, folks? Folkoramas? Welcome to the channel. Do everything I told you to do in the beginning of this video. Make sure you follow me on all these platforms that's listed on here. I'm on Twitter as the real Ty Smith. I also have another YouTube channel called Man, Husband, Father. All right, so guys, y'all all seen the title right here, and this is something I'm going to continue to talk about because I want to make sure people stay informed. Now here in Denver, not only are the hospitals, y'all don't know this, I don't know if I did a video on this or not only are the hospitals in Denver being overwhelmed and overrun with bills because nobody's able to pay for these migrants, but Denver schools are overwhelmed as well because the migrant surge is ridiculous. The migrant surge, as the mayor slashes $5 million from public services to address the crisis. In other words, to take care of them. Denver mayor blamed Republicans and Trump for cuts to services for residents. Boy, how is it always coming back to Trump? Absolutely ridiculoso. Anyway, where am I getting this from? Here. Y'all can follow along if y'all want to. A Denver public school teacher is sounding the alarm on the strain the migrant crisis is putting on classrooms as the city Democratic mayor cuts millions from services for residents. Said, we are currently 100 students over projection and we have new students coming in weekly. We're already past the October count, so every new student that we get, we don't have the funds to provide them with resources. Teacher Priscilla Runn told Fox News on Monday. Now, this is what I like to hear. When y'all say resources, what do y'all mean? I mean, I hear people say it a lot. I even say it like, providing resources. We talking about food, clothing, school supplies. Break it down and tell us what it is. We are already 100 students over projection. I read that. Mayor Mike Johnston pinned. Mayor Mike Johnston pinned the blame on Republicans and former President Trump Friday while announcing $5 million in cuts from recreation centers, DMV services, and city landscaping to pay for migrant crisis. The choice by Republican in Congress to purposely kill a historic bipartisan border deal this week will have a devastating impact on Denver, Johnston said after the Republicans blocked a bipartisan border deal which included a foreign aid package for Ukraine and Israel from advancing Wednesday. Don't try that. They didn't block this bill from you guys getting what you need. It's because it wasn't about you. This whole bipartisan border deal was not about America first. If it would have said, hey, here's the bipartisan border deal, $60 billion is going to go to the U.S. helping with the crisis with our veterans and with our homeless first, and then we're going to take X amount of money and try to deal with this migrant crisis. No, it was Ukraine, the Middle East stuff going on. Now the stuff going on with Iran is going to be Taiwan. It was to a point to where they was just pretty much saying, you guys are going to agree that we're going to allow at least 5,000 of them to come daily or something of that sort. So this whole notion right here, see what I'm saying? Because they expect you, the American people, and us, they expect them to throw stuff out there and then you roll with it. For example, they throw the term out there, this is the Republicans' fault and Donald Trump's fault. You know what a lot of y'all going to do? Before y'all go and research and try to find out how it is the Republicans' fault or Donald Trump's fault, y'all going to go and do what we call a rinse and repeat. You're going to repeat what this person just got done saying himself is what you're going to do. Instead of going and say, well, how does this Donald Trump's fault? Let me go find out. How is this the Republicans' fault? Let me go find out. Oh, the Republicans' fault because they didn't want that bipartisan bill, right? What bipartisan bill? This bipartisan bill. Well, let me see what it all entails. Then you go in and find out that it really ain't about us, the American people, and the border crisis at all. Then you'll see why they did it. Anyway, Despite broad bipartisan support, I think former President Trump and the Republican leaders saw this as a chance that if the bill actually passed, it would have successfully solved the problem facing the city's border. By the way, Biden, with the stroke of a pen, could have ended this as well. Yeah, the Speaker of the House broke that down. Go check my video out. The Speaker of the House broke that down. This wouldn't be an issue if Joe Biden wouldn't have signed an executive order to completely undo what Trump already had in place. Plain and simple. So what I'm saying that for is that don't try to fall for this dumb bull crap they pull out on us and they expect us to be stupid. We wouldn't even be here talking about the asylum seeking immigrants, illegals. We wouldn't even be talking about those dumb idiots who are completely ungrateful of what our country offers. They beat up those police officers. We wouldn't even be having this conversation right now had Joe Biden kept Donald Trump policy in place for the border. This wouldn't even be anything that we would even be discussing right now. And yet it's the Republicans' fault why we're not fixing it. It's Donald Trump's fault why we're not fixing it. Donald Trump was the reason why it was not an issue. Anyway, says we have seen across America and now in Denver the large difference between liberal ideology and the reality of governance, she said. I'm sorry, I skipped that. This said, let me get back to what he said. Despite broad bipartisan support, I think former President Trump and the Republican leaders saw this as a chance that if the bill actually passed, it would have successfully solved the problem facing cities in the border, and they would have rather seen it fail so they could exacerbate these problems, extend the suffering of the American people and of newcomers for their own electoral change.
The mayor of Denver is slashing services for residents as the city faces an overwhelming migrant crisis. To help save $5 million, the hours at recreation centers are being cut. In-person vehicle registration renewals will come to an end. And believe it or not, even the spring flower beds are being eliminated. The mayor is blaming Republicans after a recent bill addressing the crisis didn't pass.
And they would have rather seen it fail so they could exacerbate these problems, extend the suffering of American people and of newcomers for their own electoral chances in this November.
Joining us now to discuss this is Denver public school teacher and candidate for Douglas County Commissioner, Priscilla Ron. Good morning, Priscilla. Thanks for joining us.
Good morning.
Good morning. I know you teach at a school that's close to a hotel that's housing these migrants. You teach band and orchestra. How is this migrant situation affecting your school?
So we are already 100 students over projection, and we have new students coming in weekly. We're already past the October count. So every new student that we get, we don't have the funds to provide them with resources. But what I'd like to say in response to the mayor is we have seen across America and now in Denver the large difference between liberal ideology and the reality of governing. And so the president has created this mess, and what we've seen is the mayor respond very emotionally.
How do you feel about the recreation centers closing or cutting hours? We've seen that happen in other cities, and the children go there to play basketball, to stay out of trouble, to stay off the streets, and now they're kicking them out, kids that are here legally, to make room for migrants.
Well, it's incredibly unfair for the children that live here, for the families that are working to have their hours reduced. You know, we're no stranger to burst pipes in Colorado. And when you come home to a flooded basement, the first thing you do is you turn off the water, and then you can start mopping. But what we've seen with the mayor going to D.C. with the governor asking for millions of more dollars, he's mopping. When he says he's going to cut services and reduce the pay of city employees, he's mopping. And what I'd like to see the mayor and the governor do is to address the problem at the border and ask the president to bring back some of those policies that would make it more manageable.
Yeah, Priscilla, y'all have had 40,000 migrants, mostly from Venezuela, arrive there in Denver over the past year. It's a big problem. Thank you so much for coming on and sharing your story.
And y'all just heard that. Where's the lie? She broke that down beautifully. Absolutely beautifully. She broke that down. I was going to get to the end of that, but it went on ahead and played. So that's the thing. I like the analogy that she gave there when she spoke on turning the water off. When you have a flood, you turn the water off. Where's the flood at? Where's the faucet at? It's at the southern border. Plain and simple. So anyway, folks, it's amazing how they want to try to twist this thing around and blame the Republicans for doing this. But again, to make it plain and simple, if he never would have undone what Trump already had in place, we would not be talking about this. If you disagree with it, go ahead, let me hear it. Leave it in the comment section below for all of us to read, everybody. Don't hide behind the keyboard. We want to hear people's thoughts. Everybody don't think the same. I like to know why you feel the way that you do as far as having this open like this. And here's the deal. If you are a sanctuary city and people are sending people to your sanctuary city, don't complain. You made yourself that. And again, I have yet to find anybody that sends me anything regarding as far as what y'all call a red state or red cities. Send me something of these people having the same issue as well. Because right now it seems like the focus is all on the blue states or the blue cities. If there are some red states and red cities that's having this issue, send it to me. I would like to see it. Texas, I'm talking about when they like send them over to these other places that y'all consider to be red states, and let's see if it's going on there. And I just want to see how they're handling what they're doing with it. Anyway, don't forget to hit that like button before y'all get out of here. Double check to make sure that you still are subscribed. Get in your cell phone, get in the contact list in your cell phone. Let somebody know about this channel. Tell them to subscribe to this channel. That being said, I'm Ty Smith, model Renaissance man, hoping and praying that every last one of you have food, shelter, and clothing. And most of all, I pray every last one of you guys are in great health mentally, physically, emotionally, and spiritually. God bless you all through Jesus. What's going on, everybody? So, hey, check this out. I appreciate you guys watching. I appreciate you taking time out of your day to view these videos. Do not forget to subscribe to the channel, give the video a thumbs up, and also right here is where you can catch the next video, the latest video that I've done. But like right up here, this is stuff that I've done kind of in the past. So in this area, you might find a video that I've done in the past. It can be funny, it can be something serious. It does not matter. But this is something that you can also do to check out more material that I do in my channel, because I do a lot in this channel, all right? So again, appreciate everything from you guys. Keep on watching it, keep on supporting it, and God bless you all.